But I want to kind of just share my testimony in a nutshell. 2020, my children were 1 and 3. Um, I felt that postpartum just not myself. I felt stressed. I felt stuck. I felt tired. I was doing all the things, what I thought I was doing all the things, those hard, intentional, stressful, long workouts, extra cardio, salads, skipping meals, eating little. I was doing all the things and I was not moving. I felt tired. I wanted my boys to take a 2 o'clock nap. If they didn't want to sleep, they got the TV. And it was just like, when is Blake coming home? And I didn't want to live that way. So I had to get to the end of my rope. I had to get mad and I had to get motivated. I had to say no more. I had to look at myself. And I did, but it took me around 2 years, at least a year and a half to join Faster Way. I saw other women doing it. Two of my cousins were coaching it for crying out loud. And I was just like, no, I can figure this out myself. I'm a nurse. I know how to be healthy. I'm a former athlete. I used to have a good weight. I can do this. It's just me. It's just me. I don't want to pay for this. I don't want to pay for somebody to tell me what to do. I know what to eat. I know how to do workouts. Blake can write my workouts. I'm walking right now. Is this too loud, my walker? If so, let me know. Um, I know I'll fail. If I can't lose weight on taking supplements and skipping meals and going to the gym, nothing will work for me. I had built myself up this. I'm not going to spend money on myself. I think it's ridiculous to put $200 in me. I had built up this case of everything that it wouldn't work, why it wouldn't work. And Faster Way workouts are 30 minutes or less, no more, no less. And I'm like, if an hour and a half in the gym isn't working for me, 30 minutes isn't, and I'm going to prove this whole thing wrong. So I did. I worked hard during the 6 weeks. I ate the food. I maybe did 3 workouts. And I remember telling Blake in bed at night, like, I can't eat anymore. I'm going to be fat. I promise you watch this. I'm going to gain weight. I was miserable. I was in a super negative spot of my life. And obviously, you can see on the other side, Faster Way has given me so much life. I'm literally 1 degree away from standing on the edge of the road with one of those signs like, yeah, Faster Way. Y'all can probably believe that. But it's just given me the blueprint. And that's why I wanted to host this reset to get people in. So the try before you buy type of thing. But I'm so passionate about teaching women, and I really want them to live in their skin. Live in their skin.
Yeah, you're welcome. Take care, guys. Jonathan will come here.
Oh, sorry, talking. I'm going to mute you. I'm going to mute you, Elizabeth, Ashley. But that's how I felt. So in the 6 week class, I lost 5 pounds and 7 inches. And in Faster Way to fat loss, it's not Faster Way to weight loss. We are losing fat. Women as they lose weight, you can either lose muscle mass, water, or fat. We're burning fat. Muscle mass is detrimental to your health. Muscle is your organ of longevity. Your muscle is your currency for health. It is metabolism. The more muscle, the more metabolism. The more muscle, the more health. Gabrielle Lyon is an extremely incredible physician to follow on that. She is very muscle centric, pro muscle, pro muscle. Her book, Forever Strong, is wonderful. If you are thinking about I think I'm going to get too bulky if I prioritize muscle. You won't. I've been building muscle for 5 years, and I do not look like, do you remember the wrestler China? I don't think I look like her yet, but anyway. Muscle is it. So that's what we focus on. Anybody can lose water. That's called yo-yo dieting. If anybody says I lost 30 pounds in a month, they lost water. And anybody can lose lean muscle mass. That is the number one thing right now. We're losing muscle mass. We are losing health. So I'm against all of that. I want you to burn fat. That's the dangerous thing. That's what's keeping you stuck. That's what's keeping you fluffy. That's what's keeping you uncomfortable. So that's what we want to go to. I want to read some of the goals. I sent out a text and said to each of you, I'd like to hear your goals and maybe some of your potholes. And I want to share these goals because I think they're really encouraging. I think they're very empowering. And I want you to know that there is unity in this community. Women have the same goal as you. They have the same want. So I just kind of want to share some of them. I need to lose weight, burn fat, and increase muscle mass. I want to lose weight. I just want to be healthier. I work at a set down job and I have gained more weight and I cannot seem to lose it. I go to the gym and work out. I watch what I eat and drink, but I'm not seeing any improvements. I want to try something different. I want to regulate my sleep, which has already happened this week. Yeah. And to lose fat and to tone up. I want to lose weight and tone up. I need to lose about 5 or 6 pounds. I want to lose 10 to 15 pounds, tone up, and feel better in my body. I have a lot of stomach issues. I want to lose 35 pounds. I want to tone up, more energy, hormone balance, and I really want confidence. I want to lose weight in inches. My goal is to lose weight and to recenter my mind and body. I really liked this one because it is 97% mental. My goals are to lose weight and recenter my mind and body. I feel overwhelmed most days. I have always been fit, and the last 2 years have just really weighed on me. I want to hug that girl. I want to fit my clothes, and I want to like my pictures. If you all can resonate with any of those goals, I would love to see you wave or do a thumbs up or something to know that, yeah, to know that you're not alone and other women have these goals too. So I think that's very, very encouraging to hear. So now I want to read some of the potholes, which is what's keeping these women stuck. What's going on here? Why are they feeling this way? Um, and here were some of, oh gosh, I cannot minimize this thing. I can't. This thing's getting on my nerves. Okay, so I want you to find community. We all have similar goals. And here are the potholes. And if you resonate with any of these, you can wave, put a one in the chat, whatever. My obstacle currently is a back injury preventing the type of exercise I have two elderly parents who need specific foods prepared, medical visits, and housekeeping. This girl's potholes. It would be finding the time and making time for working out. If you guys, I can't expect you to see everything, but I shared a Facebook post this week. And the thing was you do not have to work out. When I did the 6-week class, I think I did 3 workouts and every single one of them were interrupted by my children. So they did not feel complete. But nutrition and habits, nutrition and lifestyle, everything we've covered this week is 80% of your results. 80 to 90, arguably 90. The other 10 to 20 is metabolism. Now, metabolism coming through strength training and working out. So that's only a small portion of it. I have so many women. I would say at least 35% of the women in my program, they don't do the workouts, never have done one, lost 30, 40, 50 pounds. It is nutrition, it's gut health, it's hormone balance. So I want you to know that you do not have to work out in faster way. You do not have to work out in faster way. We're always eating, right? That's what I really want to teach you guys. We're always sleeping. Let's improve that. So that's what I want to work on. Here's another pothole. It's hard for me to prep meals and everything this time of year. I worked out for 10 months, 5 days a week last year, and I could tell that I gained some muscle, but the belly fat was still there. Work and busy life with kids are why I don't do anything. Time, 3 kids and all the things, not planning ahead. I'll struggle with working out and meal prepping and cooking every day just because my hours are never exact. I try to walk days to try to walk. My time would be finding time and making time to work out. Okay, so we already discussed the workout, and now I want to discuss the cooking and meal prepping and planning. Guys, I would never add anything to your life or to your time. I don't meal prep for 3 hours on Sunday. I don't even cook every night of the week. I work smarter, not harder. I shop really good. I know how to get groceries. I'd say at least 2 or 3 meals of the week. I just heat up. I'm not even cooking them. I can't even call some of this stuff cooking, you all. And when I am cooking, I'm cooking many things at one time. So if I'm doing egg roll in a bowl, okay, we know that's a crazy, delicious, faster way recipe. It's all in one pot. I'm dumping my turkey or my beef. I'm dunking my coleslaw mix. I'm putting everything. Okay, while I'm cooking that, I'm going to boil a pot of water I'm going to boil 8 boiled eggs. Perfect snacks for the day. I'm going to use my other burner and get a big pan and put on at least 4 or 5, whatever I can fit in there, frozen turkey burgers. Frozen Bubba burgers or already prepped and pattied out meat. A lot of you use your own organic meat. You're going to make 5 or 6 burgers at one time. While you've got your air fryer over here, you're going to chop up chicken breast or chop up little turkey bites or steak bites. I love chicken, turkey, and salmon cut in little 1-inch cubes. Olive oil and seasoning in the air fryer. So good. You're going to put that in the air fryer. And then here in your oven, you're going to bake 6 chicken breasts. You're going to put in 4 baked potatoes and 4 sweet potatoes at one time, and you are just going to cook. So while you're cooking that one meal, you're simultaneously cooking so many other things. So instead of spending all the time in the kitchen, when you're in there, do what you can. You can't do it, you need to go stop at whatever your favorite restaurant is and grab the tub of chicken salad. Have that for the week. That's a great snack if you can't make your own chicken salad. It's how you shop. Make sure you have rotisserie chicken every single week in your fridge. That's an already cooked protein. You can eat it cold on a salad. You can warm it up in the grill, and you've got protein for everyone. It's my children's favorite. Sometimes when I cook chicken tenders, they're like, "I like the other one better." But or not chicken tenders, but grilled chicken breast. Make sure you have a bag salad kit each week. Make sure you have 90-second rice. Make sure when you do those veggies, you have, I'm not crazy over frozen veggies like frozen broccoli, but some people do, and that's fine. Make sure you have your foods. Simple meatloaf meals. While you're making meatloaf, make double the batch, triple the batch. Bake it and freeze it. I freeze ahead of lot. When we're doing spaghetti and meatballs, I make extra noodles and freeze them. I make extra sauce and freeze it. That's a simple meal at any time. So it's not, and you'll learn these tricks. You will learn these tricks. Even in our meal plan, we have, and also cook for leftovers. That's the simplest hack ever is cook for leftovers. Whatever meal you're doing on Monday, it needs to feed you Tuesday so that you can go at least 2 nights without cooking. Okay. So do that. And you will notice in Faster Way, our meals duplicate. So you'll see Monday's dinner is also Tuesday's dinner or Tuesday's lunch. So we keep it smart. We keep it simple. All of the meals are 30 minutes or less. But I want you to find what works for your family. You do not have to follow the meal plan to a T. It has to work for your family. What can you all eat? So some simple things like um, Monday and Tuesday are always low carbs. So we typically do breakfast for dinner once a week. We do a lot of pot roast and veggies. So your roast, potatoes, whatever you want to put in there. I do a lot of crock pot chicken. I either do salsa and we have taco bowls. You can put barbecue, have barbecue chicken. You can flavor, just unseason your chicken and put it in anything. So I do a lot of that. We do a lot of chicken broccoli rice bake. So I'll put rice and chicken broth, grilled chicken. You can do cut up chicken breast or just chicken breast and either a bag of frozen veggies or fresh broccoli, and there's a bake. What's the other one? Chicken fried rice. If it's a low carb day, I use cauli rice. If not, it's all in one pan meal, meatloaf and vegetables. Any protein, anything on the grill, chicken, steak, shrimp, pork, tuna, fish, salmon, turkey, whatever your protein is, like a meat and two or meat and three. So have a baked potato and veggies with it, have a salad, things like that. It's simple. We eat tons of Mexican. Mexican's one of the easiest things. They have wonderful carbs. They have corn, they have beans, they have rice. Avoid the tortillas. Get a fajita and eat it with all those fixins. Eat the guacamole, high in fat, very healthy. So we do a lot of fajita bowls, taco bowls, a lot of hamburger bowls, just hamburger patties with veggies if it's a low carb day, almost like a salad, like an open faced Big Mac. I hope I'm just kind of jogging your memory on some things that you're likely already eating. One of the biggest things is women aren't eating enough, and that's what we're going to go through with macronutrients. We did not set those this week. They're reserved for coaching. But that's the biggest thing. And even some of my women that have came back this week, I was like, what have you enjoyed kind of getting back into? And they're like, I forgot how much I needed to eat. And I'm like, isn't that crazy? We're on a weight loss health plan and you've got to eat. You've got to eat. It's your fuel. So I wanted to go through those. The other one was not working out and the other one was busy. Girls, we're all busy. Nobody's busier than the next. Busy is good. Busy is our blessing. Busy is our forever. Praise God we have children that are keeping us active. Praise God we have a job that we can provide for. Praise God our husband's job's keeping us busy. We have parents that we're loving. We have children. Praise God we have a church that we're involved in. Busy is often, I know it is the largest excuse that I ever get. Busy unstoppable. I want to teach you how to manage your busy. If you don't find your time, somebody else will. And that's yours. I want you to own that. I want you to claim that. You can't change it, but you can change how you react to it. I know the busiest people I know do Faster Way, literally. So, and I feel like no matter what season it is, I look at some women who are retired and they're like, I'm so busy. And I'm like, how? Or they don't have kids in their home and they're so busy. So it just happens. It always stays. It always remains. We always fill our plates. But I kind of wanted to say that. But imagine being calm in this chaos. Imagine having a plan. Imagine having a staple, knowing what's going on, not feeling like you're a victim, but you really are controlling. Um, So that's that. And I tell women, I would not tell you anything that would stress your life or add more to your plate. If I wanted to do that, I would go back to the hospital and just pass pills if I didn't really care like I could change. But no, we're healing. We're doing this. We're learning. We are going to control it and live with it. So I hope you're ready to keep this momentum going. And I kind of wanted to discuss the roadmap for what faster way looks like. So we've got the 5 day reset, and I'm hearing the bloating's gone. I feel so much lighter. I have more energy than I even expected. I'm not craving sugar. I'm not craving my caffeine. So we start there, and then we go to the 6 week new client class. And this is where you're going to start saying, I'm down inches. I'm down even more inches than I am pounds. And that's the point. I'm sleeping better than I have in years. I can already see changes in the mirror already. These are some things that I hear from my clients. Then we go after the 6 week class, there's the VIP membership, which is where you really adapt the lifestyle. We hit every season, we hit every holiday, we hit every illness, we hit the things together. This is the group of continuation. This is the lifestyle. Anyone can treat it as a 6 week diet. 6 weeks, I feel stronger and leaner and more toned. The VIP group has kept me motivated on my hard days. I feel like myself again, only better. And then a lot of times in VIP, the 12 weeks in is where it finally clicks. It takes more than 5 days to reset your cortisol and your hormones. It can take up to six weeks to three. It could take months. I've even had a client who was working diligently, and she was like 2.5 months, and she was like, I haven't lost any weight yet. And I kept her in there. I kept her with me. And right at the 3 month mark, she's like, Rachel, I've lost 10 pounds. Like it finally hit. So patience is your friend. This is not Amazon Prime. It's taken years to get you here. It will take us a while to reverse, but trust me, it does work. 6 months in, this isn't a program anymore. It's just the way I live. It is your default. Like this is what I tell myself. I'm Rachel and this is what I do. Yeah, I'm busy, but I'm Rachel and I prioritize my health. I get a workout. I don't have time to cook. Or I'm Rachel. I do make time to cook. And I will tell you, if you say like I'm too busy, you can just switch that in your head and say it's not a priority to me, and that will really help you with your choices. I say that when a friend needs me. I don't have time. Nope, my friend's not a priority to me. I say that about my children when they ask me to go play or do something like, I don't have time. I need to clean. I need to cook. I need to answer a client. Really, I'm saying, no, you're not a priority to me. To my husband, I literally use that day in and day out, and it needs to apply to your health. So I hope that's powerful. Some things I hear at 6 months. My blood work has improved across the board. I feel more confident, not just my body, but who I am as a person. Who I am as a person. I'm a better leader in my work. I'm making better choices well rounded. I'm feeling more confident in my marriage. I'm not turning the lights off now. That's an extremely personal one. And 12 months in, like a year, I have clients that have been with me for almost 5 years now. Um, Healthy groceries are easy now. Healthy choices now. I feel younger than I did 10 years ago. My friends see it. It's so easy. Instead of saying no to something, I'm saying yes to me. I've inspired my friends and family to get healthy. So those are some things that we can look into down the road. Since this is the cortisol reset, I kind of did want to mention some signs. I know we did them again, but here's some signs of regulated cortisol that I want to discuss and kind of see which camp you're in. You sleep, these are regulated cortisol. You sleep well most nights. You don't need caffeine or a nap most afternoons. Your hunger cues are predictable and regular. You're hungry when you need to be hungry and not when you're not. You do not feel drained or overtrained after workouts. You want to increase your strength, you want to lose belly fat, and you want to build a sustainable lifestyle. Here is where you're trending downward toward cortisol dysregulation. And they may not be showing all the symptoms, but this is where you definitely need support. You constantly feel on edge or overstimulated after a full night's sleep. Your sleep is inconsistent. You wake up in the middle of the night, wired. You're either setting all day or you're going to intense workouts with no recovery. You run on caffeine and crash later with sugar or carbs. You're dealing with nagging digestive issues, bloating, or sick more often. You want to lose belly fat, you want to increase strength, and you need a lifestyle. And then this is going to be absolute dysregulation. Um, with these women, I'm going to prioritize more rest and repair, lower intensity training, lower fasting, whole food nutrition. You wake up more tired than when you went to bed. You rely on multiple cups of coffee or caffeine just to function. Midday crashes hit hard, like that 2 or 3 o'clock slump. You feel wired but tired at night. You're restless, anxious, and unable to sleep. You can't fall asleep or stay asleep. You feel overwhelmed, foggy, forgetful, or like you're walking through molasses. Anybody? That was me. Your mood is unpredictable. You're anxious one moment and irritable the next. Your body feels inflamed, like it's holding on to fat. You have poor recovery. You still want to lose weight, increase belly fat, and have a sustainable life. So, I would love for you to tell me if which camp you think you fall in. Camp one, regulated. Camp two, working on dysregulation, or camp three, dysregulated. So, I would love to hear from you four. Oh, hi,
Hi.
you. So glad you're here. I'm going to send back the replay so you can hopefully listen to the
Okay.
beginning. I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
So that is kind of some things you guys have learned this week, and we're going to discuss. But if you want to share where you feel like you are, I would love to hear that. And I know that you're in the right place because we're going to get to the next level. And the point of what I want to teach and what I want women to know is we're always progressing, we're always getting better, and hopefully we never truly reach our healthiest self because that's something I tell myself it's an evergreen goal. I'll never reach it. Just like I'll never be the best wife, the best mother. I'll never learn Jesus enough. I'll never reach that. But it's an evergreen goal that I want to strive to and continue to get to. And so it's not like I want a six pack and be in a body competition. That's not me. I don't want that. I want to be my healthiest, most available self and feel confident. And so it's little things like, okay, I know this is so simple and granular, but like this last year, I wanted to work on cleaning up my home. So I'm trying to move to more glass and less plastic. It's just little things like that that are fun to continue to build. I've got the nutrition and the workouts, and I've got all that nailed. So we just kind of continue to add other things. And we're always, hopefully, always pursuing our healthiest self. And I hope we're always encouraging others. Women need so much encouragement in this journey. So I discussed that, but I want you guys, hopefully you've seen some changes in 5 days. Now imagine what would the next 6 weeks do? What would a lifetime of that do? We are never in a season where we can't learn, change, and grow. So I kind of want to discuss what the class is like. Obviously, it's a 6-week program. I run my class on a private Facebook group. Um, each morning you receive your education and your action item. As a nurse, I want to literally just tell you everything, but I just try to do a little bit each day. We're going to do one day at a time. So I post in the morning at 5 a.m. because I know I have a lot of early birds. And I want you each morning to read your post. It's going to be short. I need 2 to 3 minutes in the morning. It's your education. You know what to do today. You do your thing throughout the day. You're breaking your fast. You're pushing your breakfast back. If you're fasting that way, you're getting your water in. You're getting a whole foods meal in. Maybe you're getting some steps in. And then in the evening, you're going to check in with me in the group. I'm going to ask you this, you answer it, and then I coach you from that. In week 2 of the program, we start sharing our macros. The first week is a lot of training. This is kind of our groove. I'm going to set your macros. Let's get to know each other. Let's set your goals. The week 2 is where we start tracking our food. And that's where each night I ask you to share your food log. So let's say Miriam shares her food log, and 3 days in a row, I notice Miriam is very low on protein. So I'm gonna like, all right, let's get some tips here. What did you eat? Where can you double this? Have you had this? And I coach you guys through those things. And I love transparency because I don't know how to help you unless I know what's going on. So that's really important for me. I hope you can see that that I hope you think I'm approachable and I want to help you. And that's the point of coaching. So I offer that through the Facebook group. I have a training link that I share. It's a YouTube link. So even though I share it on Monday morning, you can watch it Monday evening, however that works for you. I'll also have text messages, the number that I've been texting you all off this week. So if there is something private, personal, or a question deeper than, hey, will this break my fast? Or can I have this? I want that to come to me via text. And I also will check in with you from that. But majority of the class is ran through the Facebook group. So this is kind of where I want to end this. I know Miriam is already committed to joining, and I hope some others do too. But I want to know what's in your head, because most women, it's the hold back. For me, it was the hold back. I was living in a season of lack. Is it money? Like I don't have the time. Money is an honest resource, so I will not talk about that. But you're just like, I don't want to spend money on myself. That's kind of what I'm talking about. Well, I don't want to spend that on that. And I was like, I know how to do this. Is it time? Are you telling yourself that you're too busy for yourself? Is it past failures? Well, nothing worked for me in the past. I did this and that didn't work, and I've done everything. It's just my body. Is it embarrassment? I'm afraid to tell others I'm working on myself. I'm afraid to tell them I'm signing up for a weight loss class. I was afraid to tell Blake. Well, Blake loved me and he didn't see anything wrong, but I felt uncomfortable. Is it your skill? Do you feel like you don't know how to work out? You don't know how to cook a meal? You feel like you are embarrassed to do that. Honey, those are all things that are having us live in lack and at lack and fear. And it's completely controlling you. And it very much was me. And now I'm on the other side of this, and I want women to know that we were built for abundance. We have the capacity. And I hope this week, with some stress reducing things and kind of giving yourself a breather, you've realized you have that capacity. You can create that. You do deserve that. And I have really, really leaned on my relationship with Christ in all of this process, invited him in with me. And I know, in Second Timothy, it tells us God has given us not a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and self-control. And I have had to tell myself that so many times, but I know we were built for abundance. So I hope you guys can see that. I hope that you are always pursuing your health and your wellness and really sharing that with others. I know we've got women of all stages here. Ashley is a young mother. Kim's a grandmother. Julie's a grandmother. Miriam's a grandmother. Reagan, I'm not sure about you, but we're all in. Are you a grandmother, Reagan, mother? One of the.
No, no.
Well,
Dog mother.
oh, that's great. We're all in different seasons and we're all caring, but I want you to be your best for everyone. Like I said, as a nurse, I felt like I was treating, and now in this capacity, I'm healing. I am having women that are they're healing, and I know that's all patient relatable, but we can take a pill for anything. We can take a gut health juice, we can take a drink, we can take that, but when we really get to the root of it, which is what we're going to do, we can get there. So, if any of you Meyer has rotisserie chicken pulled off the bone and sells it in containers. Nice for all of my people that can't touch the bones. Um, Ashley says she's in camp too, working on it, but pregnant, so I don't sleep great. Always, and some days I'm tired, but trying to eat good the most days, besides a few cravings in here and there. And that's absolutely normal, and that's the faster way adaptations with pregnancy. Obviously, you're not going to be in a deficit. You need to be hitting your full goals. And these things apply whatever season you're in, okay? Ashley, you know this. Every single woman needs to be drinking enough water. Every single woman needs to be eating whole foods. Every single woman needs to be eating enough nutrition. Every single woman needs to be moving her body, specifically strength training. Every single woman needs good gut health. So that's any age, any season, any diagnosis. I'm big on that. So, if I know Miriam, if you want to say yes, you're committing, you're in, I would love to have you. But I would love for all Cortisol Reset women, you have access to the app until Saturday. So if you do not join the 6-week program, you will lose access to the app on Sunday. My Facebook group is already open for the class that starts on Monday. You're getting that. You should have gotten the welcome text. You can go ahead and fill out your new client assignment or assessment, which is going to be your measurements, your height, your weight, all of that. Work on your groceries. I got a training coming on Monday, and let's get going. I would love to see everyone in there. So I want to end it. If anybody has any questions, if you have any positive feedback, I would love to hear something you've really enjoyed, something you're looking forward to. I will not put you on the spot, but I would love to hear from you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay. I made the Sonoma chicken salad yesterday. It is great.
I talked about that early in the call. I was like, that's my
Oh, okay.
favorite with the Dijon mustard. Ooh,
Yes. So good.
so good. And the vinegar, I would have never thought of putting that in a chicken salad.
I wouldn't either.
Mm-mm.
I struggle with understanding macros.
Thank you for sharing that. We will get there. So,
Okay.
macro is short for macronutrients. Macro means large. You know what nutrient means. And then we have micronutrients. Macronutrients are the nutrients that our body needs in the largest volumes. So those three are proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. Micronutrients are kind of like your vitamins: potassium, magnesium, vitamin D, fiber, not fiber, fiber's a micro. Those are more of your micronutrients, your vitamins, minerals, things that are going to come smaller. So macro, proteins, fats, and carbs are what you need in the largest volume. That's what we track each day. Some examples of proteins are chicken, steak, shrimp, pork, tuna, turkey, fish, salmon. Those are the eggs, nuts, nut butters, things like that are going to be higher in protein. Your carbs are obviously whole foods. We're talking whole foods here. Are bananas. The majority of your fruits have carbs. White rice, quinoa, corn, beans, sweet potato, baked potato, oatmeal. Those are all our healthy whole food carbohydrates. And then our other macro is fats. Fats are going to be fatty cuts of meat, like a ground beef or a marbly steak. Eggs can be considered a healthy fat. They're high in fat for their size. And I tell my girls that even have cholesterol issues or women that love eating eggs for breakfast every day of the week. And 5 days of the week, we keep our fats at a more of a regular area. Lean into egg whites. I love egg whites. I'll cut my eggs with egg whites. So when I'm making ours, you can do 2 eggs and then the rest egg whites to help you hit your protein goal and to cut that fat. Some other fats are olive oil and coconut oil. And faster way, we avoid processed oils, so get rid of those. Fats are also nuts, nut butters. Salmon's another great healthy fat. Chicken thighs, that's a fatty cut of chicken. Um, Avocado, things like that are going to be our fats. So those are our macros. Macronutrients, what our body needs in the largest volume. So that's what we'll be really focusing on this week. So that's kind of that in a nutshell. Sounds scary, but majority of women come to me counting calories. They tracked calories, they stayed under on a volume of calories. We see that macros totally trump calories. You could have 500 calories in a thing of Doritos and a Kit Kat bar and a protein bar, which maybe somebody's snack. That's all junk food. Or you can have 500 calories in a steak, a baked potato, and a scoop of broccoli. So it's really, really focusing on the quality of food that we're getting instead of just the numerical value of energy in the food, which is what a calorie is. How many girls here counted calories? Let me see it.
Me.
I'm glad to hear that. I've coached a lot of calories and Weight Watchers. I know that was super big. I remember my mom had her book in her purse. She would look at the points. That was before apps when they had the book. She would look up her points. And the snack Welsh treats, I remember those. Any other questions? That was good, Miriam.
I have a hard time also writing down everything or keeping track of everything.
Mhm.
Sarah helped me a little bit last night with the app. So
Good. And that's honest. It is a huge learning curve. I'd never done it before. And we have improved our app to, if you are following the meal plan, which, like I said, I don't recommend, you don't have to follow that to a T, but it's very helpful if you are to just track that and it will track it for you. But it is cumbersome, but it does help you learn your food. You know, oh, wow, a banana has around 30 grams of carbs. I can't eat that on a low carb day. Things like that. And we can also voice text. So it's, hey, I just ate a grilled chicken, a baked potato, a cup of broccoli, and it can track that or it can scan your plate, but it is intentional. I have like 30 seconds left. Who is this that just joined down here that says faster way? Say your name. Who is it?
Patricia.
Oh, hey, Patricia Hanks. I couldn't see. I've got my screen so tiny, but girls, I'm so glad you all been here. This is about to end. Thank you for trusting me. I want you to get to your healthiest self, and I hope you feel very encouraged and excited. So I hope to see a lot of y'all next week.
Thank you.
thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Rachel.
Bye.
Bye.